is often portrayed as a tall and muscular figure with a fiery mane and a flowing beard. His domain encompasses thunder, lightning, storms, and the sky, embodying the might of natural forces. Considered a supreme deity in Slavic mythology, Perun wields a formidable weapon such as an axe, hammer, or sword, crafted from stone or iron, symbolizing his authority over thunderbolts. Beyond his control over natural phenomena, Perun is revered as a guardian and protector, representing justice, law, and order. He stands as a defender of righteousness and cosmic harmony, punishing wrongdoers and maintaining balance. Concepts of strength, bravery, and leadership are associated with him. Worship of Perun involves various rituals and offerings conducted in sacred spaces like groves or hilltops. Ceremonies include the lighting of fires, prayers, and sacrifices, which could range from animals to symbolic offerings like grain or mead. By engaging in these acts of veneration, worshippers sought to appease Perun, gain his favor, and receive protection, prosperity, and guidance. The stories and legends surrounding Perun highlight his involvement in battles against other deities or mythical creatures, embodying the perpetual struggle between good and evil. Notably, his conflicts with Veles, the god of the underworld, hold particular prominence. Veles, associated with chaos, trickery, and primal forces, disrupts the natural order, presenting challenges and trials to the mortal realm. The clash between Perun and Veles represents a grand battle, symbolizing the eternal struggle between order and chaos, light and darkness, and good and evil. It carries multiple meanings. The first one is cosmic balance. Their battle represents the ongoing cosmic struggle to maintain balance. Perun's victory ensures the containment of chaos, preserving the natural order and stability of the world. Another meaning is the seasonal cycle. The conflict parallels the changing seasons. Veles embodies the decline of fertility and the descent into colder months, while Perun's triumph signifies the resurgence of spring, bringing life, fertility, and abundance back to the earth. The third is moral duality. The battle highlights the moral struggle between good and evil. Perun epitomizes righteousness, justice, and protection, while Veles represents deceit, chaos, and potential destruction. The conflict underscores the importance of choosing virtuous values over malevolent forces. What this means for Earth's inhabitants can be summed up in a couple different aspects. Hope and renewal. The conflict symbolizes the cyclical nature of life, offering hope during challenging times. It assures individuals that balance can be restored and brighter days will follow even in the face of adversity. Morality and justice. The battle emphasizes the importance of upholding moral values and combating evil and injustice. Earth's inhabitants are reminded of their responsibility to protect the natural order, fostering harmony and fairness in their lives and society. Connection to nature. The clash underscores the profound connection Slavic people had with the natural world. It reinforces the belief in the interplay between human actions and natural forces, urging respect and appreciation for the environment's delicate balance. The mythic clash between Perun and Veles represents a multifaceted interplay of cosmic, moral, and natural forces. It offers insights into the Slavic worldview, guiding Earth's inhabitants in navigating challenging and upholding virtuous ideals. Although Perun's name and characteristics may vary across Slavic regions, his symbolism as a mighty deity associated with thunder and lightning remains consistent. Perun holds varying names and characteristics across different Slavic regions and tribes. For instance, among the southern Slavs, he may be known as Perkunis or Perunica. Despite these regional differences, the core attributes and role of Perun as a supreme deity associated with thunder and lightning remain consistent. Perun stands as a symbol of power, authority, and the awe-inspiring forces of nature within the Slavic Pantheon. His presence reflects the profound respect and admiration ancient Slavic people held for the natural world and its celestial manifestations. In Slavic mythology, Perun's family and his relationships with his worshippers are essential elements. According to Slavic mythology, Perun is often portrayed as the son of Svarog, the supreme god associated with the sun and blacksmithing. Svarog is revered as the creator and divine artisan, and the lineage from Svarog to Perun implies a heritage of power and divine authority. Additionally, Perun is sometimes depicted as the husband of the goddess of beauty and love, Lada, or Lado. Sometimes these two are twins, sometimes they are the same person. In contrast, there exists a fascinating belief among certain scholars that Mokosh, the goddess of earth and weaving, was the wife of Perun, the formidable god of thunder. This union showcases this intricate interplay between these deities and their influence on one another, as well as their impact on their respective worshippers. Mokosh's association with the earth and its fertility is enhanced by her connection to Perun. As the goddess of earth, she receives the nourishing rains and electrical energy that Perun generates through his thunderstorms. This divine exchange fosters the abundance of crops and assures the sustenance of the natural world. Mokosh's weaving talents, in turn, find resonance in Perun's realm. The threads she expertly weaves reflect the interconnectedness of all life and the harmonious balance brought forth by Perun's protective powers. In the realm of their worshippers, the influence of Mokosh and Perun intertwines as well. Devotees of Mokosh often seek her blessings for matters of fertility, childbirth, and the flourishing of their agricultural endeavors. They believe that by honoring Mokosh, they can tap into the earth's nurturing forces and invoke her guidance in the delicate art of weaving. Likewise, followers of Perun turn to him for protection, particularly during times of storms and battles. They believe that by invoking his thunderous might and seeking his favor, they can shield themselves from harm and gain strength in facing challenges. The worshippers of Perun hold him in reverence as a guardian deity, relying on his unwavering authority to safeguard their communities and defend against external threats. Together, the union of Mokosh and Perun in mythology and worship emphasizes the profound interconnectedness of nature, fertility, protection, and craftsmanship. Their symbiotic relationship highlights the delicate balance necessary for the well-being of the natural world and the prosperity of their devotees. However, it is important to note that family relationships and genealogy within the Slavic Pantheon can vary across different regions and sources. This is just one possible interpretation. Perun held a significant place in the hearts and minds of the Slavic people. They regarded him as a mighty and just deity, seeking his favor and protection in times of need. Worshippers believed that Perun controlled the natural forces of thunder and lightning, which held the potential to bring fertility, rain, or devastating storms. Consequently, they engaged in rituals and offered sacrifices to appease him and gain his blessings. Devotees of Perun viewed him as a divine protector and defender of justice. They believed that Perun could unleash his wrath upon wrongdoers, ensuring order and preserving cosmic balance. As a result, the Slavic people looked up to Perun for inspiration and guidance in matters of leadership, bravery, and moral conduct. The relationship between Perun and his worshippers was nurtured through religious practices and customs. Sacred sites dedicated to Perun, such as hilltops, groves, or specific trees, served as gathering places for ceremonies and rituals. These rituals involved lighting fires, reciting prayers and invocations, and making sacrifices. To demonstrate their devotion, worshippers offered various gifts and sacrifices to Perun. These offerings could include animals like cattle or horses, as well as symbolic offerings such as grain, mead, or handmade crafts. By making these offerings, worshippers aimed to establish a reciprocal relationship with the deity, hoping to receive protection, prosperity, and guidance in return for their acts of veneration. The relationship between Perun and his followers was characterized by reverence, respect, and a belief in his divine power. Worshippers relied on him for strength and assistance, especially during times of uncertainty, conflict, or the need for favorable weather conditions for agriculture. By fulfilling their religious obligations and honoring Perun through rituals, the Slavic people sought to forge a profound connection with their mighty god. Later on, with the Christianization of the Slavic regions, the worship of Perun and other Slavic deities experienced a decline. Many of the associated practices were either abandoned or integrated into Christian rituals. As Christianity gained prominence, the sacred sites underwent changes and chapels were constructed upon them. Mokosh, due to its association with Mother Earth, often transformed into the figure of the Virgin Mary, or the form of Saint Helena. Perun, commonly associated with light, was typically represented as Saint Vitus. Veles, on the other hand, was replaced by a saint depicted slaying a dragon, such as Saint George or Saint Michael, although in other regions he assumed the identity of Saint Nicholas. Nevertheless, there has been a recent revival of interest in Slavic paganism, leading to a resurgence of devotion to Perun and a reestablishment of connections with ancient Slavic traditions.